I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the go on the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I make 1 million, 2 million.
Copy. That's when I'm doing this shit 20-something years from my copy in these streets. Doing it for 20-something years. They say I copy people in Madden.
It's Madden NFL 24, and it's a battle for bragging rights between Ohio's two teams. It's the Bengals and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night.
We are just off the shore. The Browns defense set to go here in this return to football game, the season opening Thursday night matchup. And the one we'll be watching is this man headline.
On 2.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across.
Already an injury round? Already one injury round.
On that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Big hit. Ready to go? Hang on to the ball. That's pretty impressive.
That's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
All right, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now it's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Or many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
That's a down and distance coach's
Chop, bro.
avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive...
And the Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. They begin with a run by Mixon.
Put me on the ground, bro. In the face.
2nd and 8 coming up.
That guy, bro. Disrespectful, bro. What do you mean? Throw me on the ground, bro.
Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And that's That's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Burrow looking to pass. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. He's got his target.
Oh my God.
He's going to have a
That's
Bengals
so
first
tough,
down
bro.
as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. Middle of the field to Jefferson. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own here as this drive begins with a first down.
One, ready? 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, take. Down.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down. But
Get locked in. Fuck is you saying? He just sling the ball around, bro.
A gain of 20 and a first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this.
Oh my goodness, big young.
Miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they're going to have another
Get
first
the
down
ball
as he's
that
going to be
quickly,
tackled at
bro.
the
What are you
Browns'
doing?
28. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm.
Finding a rhythm, bro.
First. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Burrow's throw complete here to Kmet. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he stays up. And they'll go underneath here to Evans. Touchdown Bengals. Chris Evans from 13 yards out. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play action. It's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
So a quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now to the...
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They've been the dominant side so far.
Let's get set. 12, 12, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones. Timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline.
The Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track. And they try to close this one out here in the fourth.
12. Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
On one, ready?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Burrow will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They had that strip a moment ago that led to the return.
11 mighty. 11 MT. Stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
Now Burrow loses the football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It's taken, bro.
And the Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They've put in a very good shift so far, and this one pretty well in hand.
11 Thomas. 12. Let's get set.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now it's Burrow.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
They had to go through with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They'll be summoned one more time here in the final minute of this football game.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
12.
Here's Burrow.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10.
11.
Now Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A final shot now for Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake. It's not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then cook it in a lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a you throwing off the vibe, and I don't die. It's all about the vibe.
It's week 2 of the NFL. And up next, it's Deshaun Watson. He's coming up a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Browns and the Colts, just ahead on EA Sports.
The Browns defense getting set to go, fresh off a victory in the season.
Okay, ready? 70 Timberwolves. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll start by running the
Oh, shit.
line. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. 2nd down and 8. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They lead 7-0. Trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down. First down, Brissett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Tony Field from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Brissett. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. And they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Brissett to throw on first. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Brissett on first down.
Oh, shit.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys.
The Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield.
Hey, check.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw is Brissett. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They dial up the quarter blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. The Bengals still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium.
33? Really? Against the Green Bay Packers? Oh my goodness. Offensive explosion.
A couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Zay Flowers, a touchdown catch in the victory. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Gotta show that touchdown he gave me. They had to show that shit.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They'll start by looking at a 1st and 10 at the 25.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Brissett now on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the...
The Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They've been the better of the two sides so far. They've got the 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they try to see this one through to the finish. A 1st down throw for Brissett. His throw incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments can you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing, Brissett into space at the 45 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he's brought down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They'll be looking to get off the field quickly here as this drive begins. 1st and 10.
Hey, check.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Ron Thornhill, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. This spot in the 4th quarter, that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it. My girl, I'm tipping. Damn, man, she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it. No, she cannot listen me. Mark your spot, that boy get. Don't sit in the car, he finna get blessed on. I get the paper. I'm talking about Benjamin Frank, not talking about the one that you sketch on. He play dumb, get his on. He a crib, but he loving no red bone. Nah, I'm hard to reach. I'm bout my cheese and move around with two phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make me dance.
Well, y'all meet off for a few. I'll be back. I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll talk to y'all a little bit.